Hello and welcome to a new episode of Potation Rotation. I am Paul and welcome to the sights and sounds of the Midwest Gaming Classic, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, November 6, 2021. And yeah, so we're starting out here in a small little gaming room that has to do with guys gaming and drinking. Here, listen to this guy. Listen to this guy rocking out. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was Jerry Cantrell live at the Midwest Gaming Classic. Let's give it up for Jerry Cantrell. That big guy with the backpack, we're going to see him a little bit later, actually. So anyway, as soon as we go around here, we got some shooters, some classic old-style shooters. Duck Hunt and Hogan's Alley and shit like that. And got this gal playing the Virtual Boy, which was something that I was looking to pick up, hopefully there, but yeah, they were overpriced. ColecoVision and Donkey Kong, and there's an Intellivision there as well. But yeah, this is like the Guys and Games and Beer or something like that. I don't know, never heard of them. You know, copycats probably. Anyway, so we are on just one of the two floors that housed the gaming spectacle that is the Midwest Gaming Classic, and more to see. So if we go in here, no, we're gonna go around the corner. There's a speaker, and over here on the right, got some air hockey tables set up as well. But yeah, so we got a speaker on the left. I don't know. There's like 5 people listening to him. I mean, it might as well just be me. I mean, 5 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, and some guy in the corner. And then in here, we've got some people selling our pinball machine parts, and we got some pinball machines taken apart. And you know, it kind of smelled kind of funky in here. There's a lot of different smells in this place. Let me tell you, some not so good and some terrible. That's all I'm going to say. So. And they got this new Halloween pinball machine, which I've never seen before. Looks fantastic. Didn't get to play it, but just about every pinball machine that I saw there was for sale. That one was $10,000. But yeah, more air hockey. So we are just gonna keep walking around here. Here's the Garcade on the left, which is, I'm gonna go in here. It's kind of dark, kind of brooding, but Garcade is. It's an arcade in Menomonee Falls, Wisconsin. It's kind of weird that they paid to have their own room and took the time and efforts to get these machines in here. It was just really odd considering there's like a whole giant room full of arcade machines and pinball, that they took up this room. It was just odd that they just didn't cluster them into the other room with their advertisement. But Gauntlet Dark Legacy, one of my favorites, and there's some gal playing a pinball machine. I don't know. Yeah, rock on, buddy. All right, Ultimate MK3 or MK3 Ultimate, whichever floats your boat. Got some kind of dancing game there. But anyway, so we are going to go around here and just enjoy some of the sights and the sounds of the Midwest Gaming Classic. Alright, so this is actually admissions and Midwest Gaming Classic merchandise here on the left. This is actually where I came in. I had actually walked through for about a solid hour and a half and did a live stream on Twitch. And then I doubled back through to get you guys all this good stuff. So probably about another hour or so. Coming right back through here. And so anyway, this is the event map. As you can see, it's 2 levels. Lots of booths, lots of rooms, lots of good, strong stuff. Masks strongly recommended. I did not wear my mask. I had to show a vaccination card and my ID, and that was good enough for me. Of course, I scrubbed my hands really good with an SOS pad when I came home after touching all the shit here. But anyway, so that was admissions, and like I said, this is my second time through. Actually, I went through 3 times, because after I was done recording is when I stood my ground and played some arcade games and lots of pinball, and I actually went shopping, which you guys will see my pickups after the video is over. So here we go up the escalator. This is where all the real good stuff is, and this guy's got to check. He's got to check my wristband, and later on when I leave, he actually comments on what I left with, what I bought. So, all right, so here we go. We're going into the arcade and gaming museum, and I'm going to let most of this speak for itself. It is huge. It's going to take up a chunk of time here, but basically what this room entails is we got some indie developers kind of making their own homebrew type games over here on the right hand side. That's what this little corner is. So a little disappointed that there wasn't more people there doing their own thing, kind of like showcasing games that they're making, upcoming games, not like these Nintendo and Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis cartridges. I mean, it seems to be like a lot of people do that kind of shit. I'm not going to say it's easy by any means, but as you can see here, there's something with like a frog, some kind of frog game, or turtles, some kind of turtle. It's a turtle. It's a turtle game. I mean, a lot of these games obviously look like they, you know, let's just say that Super Mario Brothers, usually Super Mario Brothers 3 is usually a big part of what these people use to make their own video games. But anyway, I was kind of hoping to see something good, something like the future of video gaming, like, you know, new arcade companies or something making their own cabinets, and or some pinball or some shit. Like, there was not a lot of anything mind-blowing. I mean, it literally was gaming up through the present, and that's about it. But anyway, so a lot of the stuff that's going to be set up over here in this first part is what's called the Gaming Museum. This guy right here, this guy, nice guy, his name's Aaron, I think, I don't know. Yeah, Argon? There you go, Argon. So I'm just going to go ahead and shove that in my pocket. But yeah, most of these games that are set up, they kind of go in order from the earliest to the most recent. I'm actually kind of near the most recent side. Over on the other side is the earlier side. You got your, there's Pong, classic Pong set up over on the other side. There's some PC gamers. You know, I'm not much of a PC gamer, so. But yeah, we had everything set up here. We got some Nintendo 64s and some PlayStations over here. A little bit more recent stuff, Dreamcast, if you will call it recent. There's even a Switch set up around the corner with Smash Brothers. Got a bunch of people playing some Smash Brothers. Big ass CRT TVs. There was your obligatory shot of a Perfect Dark inside of a Nintendo 64. I was putting that advert in my back pocket. So we're gonna cross over here, but yeah, it really goes over the history, literally the history of video games. This guy is Shao Kahn, that famous actor with the weird marks on his face. He was in Terminator and some other stuff. Big 80s kind of like I don't know, sideshow actor. I don't know what that's called, but you know, the guy that you recognize is in a lot of films, but you don't know his name. So it's that guy. That's like really the only recognizable person that I came across. Usually I come across somebody that I recognize. I mean, the last time I was there, I think, no, the time before last when I was there, I think it was Billy Mitchell was walking around. I wanted to just smack his smug ass face. But anyway, look, history and evolution of the video game cartridge, starting with the Magnavox Odyssey, and it goes all the way up to the Nintendo 64. But anyway, so yeah, everything is pretty much every console is set up, and every now and then you'll get like the rare like import console that's sitting out there as well to play. So it's kind of cool, kind of exciting. And like I said, I walked through here. This is my second go through, my third time through. I played a little games, but I got a little bit of a surprise. Got a little bit of a surprise for you guys. Something that I found that I was kind of excited to play, and then when I was into it for a couple minutes, I wasn't very excited anymore. But you'll see that in a minute. But here, let's just take a gander at all the classic systems coming up. I'm going to shut my mouth, and you guys can ooh and ah all you want. There's honestly nothing cooler than watching all those little kids playing the games that I played when I was their age. I thought it was pretty cool. There was the Nintendo Switch set up with the with some games, or actually I think that was, no, that wasn't the Switch. That was it the Switch? I don't remember. But here's some Tetris. We're gonna get to the oh, there's this He-Man and She-Ra game that I'd never seen before. We're gonna get a snippet of that on the way back. I didn't know what it was when I first saw it. Turns out it's a fighter. So, and that is not a small screen with a giant or a regular size controller. That is a decent sized screen with a giant ass controller. That controller was fucking huge. So, as you can see, system's a little bit more current, I guess you could say. You know, PlayStation on up. And then we're going to start getting into some other CD-based game systems here as well. Alright, so right over here in the corner, nope, to the left. Yeah, nope, to the left, go to the left. I'm actually checking it out, I'm looking at the screen, making sure I'm seeing, what I'm seeing is actually accurate here. We got a, one of those Panasonic, Philips CDI, not Panasonic, Philips CDI systems, and that Hotel Mario, that's actually set up, and I never thought I would ever in my lifetime see this game in real life. And so here I am, I'm playing it best I can with one hand, trying to figure out what everything is, what everything does, what I'm supposed to do without reading instructions. As far as I know, the only thing I can figure out is going in and out of the doors and collecting the coins, and I hit a mushroom at some point too. Not even entirely sure what to do. I didn't know if this was like I'm supposed to avoid the Goombas. I couldn't jump that I could figure out, so as you can see, I was trying to figure everything out. I was trying to press buttons, and the monitor kept going bright to dim, by the way. So I might have enjoyed my time playing it a little bit more if I actually knew what I was supposed to be doing, and I fell off the side there. Apparently you can fall off the side, so But anyway, I don't know. I don't know if I would have enjoyed myself or not. It's a weird game. I don't know what the goal was. I thought at one point I had collected all the coins and maybe I just progressed, but I got real tired of it real fast. But yeah, I never thought that I'd ever play the actual Hotel Mario Hotel, whatever it's called, on actual Philips CDI hardware. So better this than any of the Zelda games as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, I was kind of surprised to see this. So I could keep going on and shooting every system and every screen and everything. As you can see, there's to the left, there's still rows, a good 4 rows. That's where we came in. That's what I shot thus far, and I'm right in the middle of everything. There's the aisle across, and there's still like at least 5 more rows or something there, as well of all these consoles that are set up. And here's that Switch I was talking about. People playing Smash Brothers on it. Every seat was full every time I passed it, and I mean I went through here 3 times, so I passed this 6 times, and there was never an empty seat. Everybody enjoying one of the best fighting games, in my opinion, of all time from Nintendo, Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. Yes, nary an empty seat. But anyway, so I could have kept shooting all these systems and everything on every single table, and it would have probably added another half an hour to this video. But yeah, so I just decided we're gonna go right over to and there was like some tournaments and stuff being held, which were over here as well, some gaming tournaments. But we're going over to the best part, in my opinion, of the entire show. See you, CBS 58 News, and that is arcades. Arcades, pinballs. I mean, anytime I can play free pinball that's a good day for me. I actually, as it turns out, did not partake in a lot of arcade games because there's a fair number of these games that I can play here at home that are emulated on both my arcade cabinet and a couple systems scattered around the house, except for this. Can't play that. Guy tried his best. But yeah, so pinball. I'm just going to let you see the sights and sounds of pinball. Enjoy. Gay Purry. That is not a name you're going to get on pinball machines or anything nowadays. Oh, my holy grail, Theater of Magic. And that sign is, you might be able to see, I kind of get a close-up of it. Says that it's on display, that the owner, the guy that owned it, I guess, passed away, and his parents said, please put it on display. And by the way, it's for sale, $7,500. And I'll tell you something, if I would have seen this 6 months ago, I probably would have dropped the coin on it, to be completely honest with you. Mind if I film you playing?
Oh, go ahead.
So this is the guy that I said earlier, the big guy with the backpack, that I said we'd see a little later. The cut was me. I spent about a solid half hour playing it, and I love Theater of Magic. It is one of my top pinball games, now a classic of all time. I love it. I love the machine. I love the aesthetics. I love the board. I love everything about this game. And it's really the only pinball game I'm really used to and good at, actually. So yeah, so this guy was playing it, and I heard him and his crew standing behind me, and he was gushing about it just as much as I gush about this game. And I'm like, you know what, I can't sit here and hog it anymore. If there's somebody else that loves this game as much as I do, this Theater of Magic pinball game, I gotta stop, and I gotta let him play. So he was gracious enough to let me film him play, and we talked a little bit. Unfortunately, he smelled like food, and so I couldn't stick around for very long, but very nice guy. Like a chocolate cake. He had like a chocolate cake scent going about him. So, but yeah, and I was telling him that I would certainly, drop some coin on this. $7,500 for a solid working Theater of Magic is a steal, and very, very hard to pass up on. But unfortunately, I don't have that kind of coinage right now. So, but I got the guy's phone number for prosperity. I might check in a couple months and maybe see if he still has it, but I doubt it, because that is a fantastic price for that game. So, as we move along here, these are the some multiplayer arcade cabinets and some cars, which was really weird to see some cars on display. And then over here we've got more pinball. Now these were some of the newer machines. Getting some of the newer machines: Star Wars, Beatles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Godzilla, Guns N' Roses, Led Zeppelin, Iron Maiden, The Mandalorian. They were all current gen pinball machines, which are basically turning into, depending upon what you're playing, some of the banned ones are like jukeboxes, and the screens are like television sets now with the animations and helping to drive the story of your objective of what you're trying to do. So very impressive, very expensive machines. I know that they can fetch brand new like about $12,000-$13,000, and they have different variants of them: gold, silver, platinum, I believe, and the platinums are more expensive, limited edition. Sometimes they're signed as well. But yeah, so I also, when I was done filming, went back and played the Beatles machine. I actually played the Beatles machine 3 times. I did it on the stream on Twitch, and then I did it when I was done filming here, and then I did it again before I left. I love the Beatles machine. I found myself sitting there playing it and singing along to it. Here's some guys talking about fixing a pinball machine. Very complicated things. Quite honestly, I don't know if I'd be that good at, if I had a pinball machine and had to fix or replace something, I'd probably have to, have somebody come in and do it for me. I don't think I would have the technical fortitude to do such a task. But I played The Mandalorian as well. It was pretty fun. It was complicated. There was a lot going on that machine. A lot. I also played Houdini, which I thought, and it smelled brand new. Like I could tell they took it out of the box and put it together for the show. You could smell the new pinball smell on it. I played Houdini hoping it would be almost like a new Theater of Magic, and I hated the Houdini pinball machine. I did not enjoy myself with it at all. It was frustrating. It was way too many bumpers and obstacles in the playfield that the ball just did not travel well. So here's two versions of Deadpool. I think one was like a platinum and one was a gold. And if you notice, like there was like different versions of Zeppelin as well. Same thing. Like I said, the higher the ranking, the more expensive they are. Platinum being most expensive. I could never get into playing a Turtles pinball. Every time I came by, there was never an empty space for Turtles pinball. Same thing goes with Willy Wonka, Wizard of Oz. I could not get into any of those because there was only a very few of those available on the floor, and they were almost always crowded. So I'll let you watch the rest of this. I'm gonna shut up, that means. Okay, so here we are coming out into like the hallway that separates all these rooms, and there's all these video game industry actors, artists, stuff like that sitting there. But unfortunately, if you wanted to stop and chat with them, take a picture, get something signed, you had to drop more coinage. And that wasn't something I was about to do, so I skipped them. ACW ring. There was some wrestling going on. I got it on my stream on Twitch. If you want to see any of that, it's kind of got a couple minutes of that as well. This band playing, which the microphone was not working very well in the hallway, I'd hate to say. So, but what I wanted to say also is, for as many times, you know, even though I walked through here 3 times, that means I had to pass by everything like 6 times. So, like that hallway where those people from the video game industry were set up and had like all these prices of like, oh, you know, if you want a photo or video, you know, you have to. Because I was hoping to interview somebody, but I would have had to pay, I guess, to get them on video. Or if you want like something autographed or something, you had to pay for it. There was never anybody. The 6 times that I went through there was never anybody lined up to see anyone. And so I don't think I was the only person that decided to go ahead and skip getting something signed by somebody who, you know, played a character in like fucking Street Fighter or something, as far as like the I don't know. I don't know who was out there. I didn't pay much attention to it. There's usually always Mortal Kombat guys sitting out there every year, so I'm sure that was one of them, because there was a whole nother side on that other side. But nobody, and I kind of felt bad for these people, but you know, you're paying $50 to come in, you're paying like $25 to park outside, you know, and really, except for the free play machines, everything else in here you have to pay for. And I don't think that people wanted to come in after paying $50 to basically go shopping and do some free play. Wanted to pay extra money to get something signed. But anyway, so I digress. This is the what I call the shopping hall. This is where you buy stuff. And over here, all the way over there, I should say, there's the tabletop RPG stuff you can buy, and also some tables set up to play. And everything else is all vendors selling a lot of retro stuff, not so much new stuff, but retro stuff. I didn't see any PS5 games anywhere. I think the most recent anybody had was Nintendo Switch. So, and then there's a Pikachu costume that somebody gets in later, by the way. You might see that later. But I did a lot of... I kind of had a goal. And my goal was to stream on Twitch, to go through it once on Twitch. And I started here, worked my way to the end, and then that's now where the video here for YouTube picks up. It was at the end, and I ended up here because then when I was done filming, my goal was to do some shopping. So I didn't have to carry around any cameras. I could carry around some bags. A lot of stuff that I talked about that I wanted was on the Twitch channel. A lot of close-up stuff, me showing things to the camera, that's on Twitch. You know, video games, plushies, blankets, you know, anything like that. And what I was talking about, what I wanted, what I was looking for, is all on Twitch. So I really highly recommend, even though the stream quality sucks because of the Wi-Fi. Hello. That was at the convention center. It's only 720p, by the way. So, but I highly recommend, if you want to see close-up stuff of things, a little bit more detail, head on over to twitch.tv/potation rotation TV and load up the videos, and you'll see the video there. Look at, there's a Ecto one, and I kind of give like a little bit of a detail, a little bit of a detail on my history, my personal history with the Ecto one, actually, here in Wisconsin. So if you're interested in hearing more about that story, head on over and watch the Twitch stream. So get two different types of content involving this expo over there. So, and anyway, so you know, I could go on and show you a bunch of everything here, and it's going to be abbreviated. It's going to be quick. But basically, my intention was, I was really looking for a few things, and that was a PS3, which is like the last system that I need, and also a Virtual Boy, which is something that I would like to have. And lastly, I wanted to get a Power Glove to display on my shelf here. Now, I found two booths that had a PS3. One had a slim 120, and one had a fatty. I don't know what size that was that they had of the fat one. I don't know. It could have been 80. It could have been, I don't know. I honestly don't remember. And then I found another booth with a slim 120 as well. The fatty was like $225. I don't know how much the slim was at that same booth, but I found a slim at another booth that was $140. As far as the Virtual Boys, there were three stands had Virtual Boys, and two of them I saw were like $700. I don't know how much the third one was that I saw, but I don't know. It's been a few months since I last checked the going rate for a Virtual Boy, but $700 is a couple $100 too much from what I've last saw. I think I last saw a Virtual Boy selling for like $450. That's the last time I checked. So $700 to me was a little out there. I know how much a PS3 Slim goes for, so I had that in mind. I don't know how much a Power Glove was, and I saw two people with Power Gloves. I saw one guy selling one in a box for $150 or $60, and then I saw one guy selling one loose. So I did see things that I was looking for, and then I was looking through these posters. And by the way, this is like the first time. This is actually content you're getting here that you won't get on the Twitch stream when I first encountered these posters. And when I first saw the posters, there was some Tron posters that I wanted really badly. They're in another book, not this one, but the one to the right of what I just looked at. I started seeing all these Plant vs. Zombie mini posters, and I'm like, fuck that shit. So yeah, the Trons are in here, and I wanted them very badly. But you know, there was a lot of things that I wanted very badly that I didn't know that I wanted very badly, like the Zelda Steins, and there was like a Zelda throw blanket that somebody had. It would have been cool to have a Mario hat. You know, I could have went ape shit here, but you know, here's the thing. This show was supposed to be made up for the last show that they were supposed to have in 2020. And then they tried to have it earlier this year. That didn't work out. So this November 2021 show, it's a little odd that they had it in November, but it was a makeup show. And there's already one scheduled like 4 or 5 months out for 2022. That's when the next one's going to be. I highly suggest everybody come out and check it out. It is a good time. I mean, I spent a total of 6 hours walking through. You know, if you walk through once, play a few things, do a little bit of light shopping, you're only going to spend a couple hours, but you're paying $50. Get a whole day in, get a whole Saturday. Here's the Trons. Figure those would look fantastic with the new Tron arcade one-up I'm getting, but I don't have wall space. So yeah, I'm going to let you guys watch the rest of this video. It's not going to be too much longer. It could have been longer. I'm going to cut some things out, but I'm going to let you guys watch and listen, and then I'm going to show you what I picked up after we're done here. So see you guys in a bit.
Some people like a lot of interactivity. So you're from the area, right? And whoever does it the best for the Discord. And everyone has problems. And right back again. Then right back again. Then right back again. Right back again. These are all Japanese. Like 30 I was. I never, I don't know how I somehow had it at one point. I played the demo and it came out. It was fun.
Alright guys, so that was the Midwest Gaming Classic 2021 edition. Well, it was supposed to be the 2020 edition, and then the Spring 2021 edition. It ended up being the Fall 2021 edition. Midwest Gaming Classic, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, at the Convention Center downtown. So, since this is my voiceover microphone and headphone set, you're getting the voiceover recording for this part of the video. But it was a good time. Like I said, I spent about 6 hours there. And I had some shopping goals in mind on top of playing as much possible pinball that I could. When I go back in about 4 months, I'm going to bring my camera and everything, and I'll probably just do a live stream. I don't know that I'm going to do another YouTube video 4 months out already. So maybe 2023 show, if I'm still living around here, then I'll probably do another couple YouTube and a live stream. But I want to play as much pinball as I can. If I'm going to spend $50 on the ticket, it's going to go towards playing fucking pinball, because that's the one thing that I lack is actual. I got virtual pinball here. I can play virtual pinball on like 3 machines that I got here, but I want a real pinball machine badly. So anyway, pickups. This is what I picked up. One of the Slim PS3s, the 120. So I had it for $140, and you know, the thing is you gotta be. It's a real lesson in trust when they say everything's working and tested. because you're not going to see these people again. You know, they don't give you receipts and, you know, shit like that. So I put it on a credit card. That's like the only protection that I've got. So the guy that handed it to me and said it was $140 was not the guy that I paid. So when I said, okay, I'll take it, the guy came up, the other guy came up because I was paying with a card and he had the reader. And he said, what'd you guys agree upon? And I'm like, well, $130. Because it goes for about, depending upon the condition, it goes for about $120 to $130 online. So $130 was good. I was fine with $130. Everything else, I saw a lot of stuff that was just overpriced. WATA was there. There was graded games in cases that were, I don't think anybody at that show was going to pay for. It was, some prices were just outrageous. So I didn't pick anything else up. And the reason being is I got the Tron cabinet coming. I've got the Amico that should be out hopefully in the next month or two, that I still have to pay the other 50% for. And there's another show in a few months. And so I plan on probably doing more of the shopping then. I didn't pick up any PS3 games. Some of the PS3 games that I saw that I wanted seemed overpriced. Like by 10, 20 bucks. Now I know that they want you to, you know, haggling and working things down is part of the process, but if I'm paying by plastic as well, it's probably usually good to bundle stuff, so that, because sometimes they'll want cash, otherwise you got to spend X amount of minimum dollars to pay by plastic. But in order to protect myself, I prefer to pay with plastic. And there was just some places that I was not going to bundle stuff in, and I'm very particular with the PS3 games that I want. And there was a lot of booths where they did have PS3 games that didn't have exactly what I wanted. So it was kind of, I'll just wait until next time, or I'll see what's around the stores around here to see what they've got. But I've got it hooked up and it powers up so far, so that's a good thing. It does need a little bit of cleaning, and I do need to get a cover for it. But yeah, that's all I spent. Just the $130 on the PS3 Slim. I'm going to start collecting for that. And other than that, it was a good show. You guys come out in March. I think that's when the next one is, March 2022. You guys come out, just be aware if you're going to do some shopping. Be prepared for some sticker shock, and just, you know, haggle, make some deals. Because that's the only way you're going to try to combat it. You're still probably going to get high-end pricing, even when you talk them down. But anyway, Midwest Gaming Classic. Hopefully, also too, the other thing I was disappointed was that there was nothing there on display for what the future of gaming holds. There was nobody there showcasing, you know, home pinball, home arcade, you know, aside from the II arcades, which are, I mean, some people like them, but I kind of think they're trash, to be honest with you. I think they're a bit of a step up from Arcade 1-Up in what they offer in a cabinet, but the cabinets, they don't look that good. Even with the legitimate artwork, they don't still look that good to me. But yeah, I wanted to talk with somebody other than people that were making homebrew Nintendo carts. That wasn't going to cut it. So hopefully in March there'll be some other things like that going on, because that was a big disappointment for me, not being able to talk to somebody that, you know. And the other thing too was, honestly, you know, talking about the Amico, talking about Intellivision Amico, they trot that thing out to like the weirdest places for people to play test, for the public to play test on. They're not making any appearances like at bigger shows with it. It's odd. It's so odd. And it kind of would have been, given the fact this is the Midwest Gaming Classic and you're kind of tying the old in with the new, I think it would have been good on them to have somehow made a showing there, but oh well. So overall, still good. I think it was still worth the $50, especially playing Theater of Magic for a half an hour. Freaking love that game. So that's going to do it. I thank everybody for joining me. If you're new here, please subscribe. Hit that like button down below. You're already here. It's right there. Just click it. A matter of a millisecond means everything to me. Means nothing to you in the long run. Leave a comment down below. Did you attend the Midwest Gaming Classic? If not, are you going to go in March 2022? Share the video with your friends, and I'll see you guys next time.